All right, so I've been asked a little bit about recording options. There are different possibilities, but this video is specifically going to talk about how do you get going with Audacity. Audacity is a bit of free software. Here's the website. I'll put the link to that in the description for this video. And you can download it. It's available for Windows, for Mac, for Linux, for any computer. I don't believe you can get it working easily on a Chromebook, but otherwise most common computers, this would be totally fine. Of course, depending on your environment, you may not be the one who gets to decide what software is available. So this video is just if you have that control, or if the person who has control is okay with Audacity going on your system. So once you have it, we're going to go back into the screen. This is what Audacity looks like once it's launched. And I know there's a lot of small stuff here, but it's the important stuff is actually quite visible. One thing, there's a little microphone icon here with some numbers, sort of a scale here, and a little click to start monitoring. So I'm going to click that, and then I suddenly get these jumping green level bars. That's showing how loud the sound is coming into the mic. You see it goes up when I speak, and if I speak more quietly it goes down. And if I shout, oh, it got red there. So if you speak too loudly and it hits the top, you get some sound issues. That's about the most I'm going to tell you right now about sound design here. The idea is you want to record in a quiet place, as quiet as possible, so the background noise is quiet, and you want your voice to be pretty close to that, between -12 and -6, for the optimum, best possible sound quality. It's between you and maybe whoever's marking your recordings how important that sound quality is. You hit the red circle, red recording circle. That's a common icon in software like this for record, to start recording. And as soon as I do that, you see not only are these levels happening, but you get this other trace of my speech happening here. That is the sound that is being recorded. I'm going to hit stop here. That's the black square. And then I have a track. Okay. And I could play it back. I'm not entirely sure if that would come through the video. And as soon as I do that, you see not only are these levels happening, but you get this other trace of my speech happening. Right, so as it's playing back, I'm hearing the sound, I'm seeing the levels on this speaker track here as it goes along. And whatever you've recorded, there it is. There's a lot of stuff you can do. There's a lot of effects, a lot of other things you can do to the sound. You can edit it. You can select and cut things out. These are things that I'm not going to focus on in this video. That's for a more advanced thing. You can look. There's lots of tutorials about how to do this or how to do that in Audacity up on YouTube. You can search for that. This video is just making a recording, and then the last thing I'm going to show you is to save the recording, and that will be enough for us for now. Okay, so back here we have the recording, and if I go to the File menu, I can save this project. Control S, Command S. It's fairly normal. I'm going to put this under my teaching, SILD, under this class. I'm just going to save it as a sample recording. And hit save. Now, you may not be able to see it, but it's saying it's saving it as an AUP3 project file. It's an Audacity project file. That's the only thing you can save it at this point. And if I go to my, let's see, yeah, there, in this, I have that file. I also have a couple of other things coming along with it, but that's my sample recording. Now, if, for example, I wanted to submit a recording for a class assignment, that's the file that I would share, as long as I know my instructor has Audacity on their computer. This is a file that's only for Audacity. If you want to, say, make it into a sound file that can be used by other people, outside of Audacity, you can export as an MP3. Keep in mind that for some systems, you might have to install some extra software to do that MP3 conversion. Export as a WAV. WAV files tend to be a lot bigger than MP3s. In fact, I'll do both of these. Export as MP3. It's asking me where. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I can actually fill in some information here, like my name. I'm going to leave most of this blank. I'm recording this in 2021. Genre, instructional prop. This recording is just a prop for... Okay. Why is that information important? You can learn about that in a technology class, but I'm not going to get into it in detail here. That's metadata. It's information about the recording that's saved alongside the recording. So that was as an MP3. I could also export as a WAV file. It asks the same thing, the where, what's it's called, metadata. It remembers the metadata that it just used. I'm going to hit OK. And let's go back to that. So now you see I have this file. It's an MP3 file, sample recording. It's 372 kilobytes, a lot smaller than that 8,000 kilobytes of the Audacity file. And the WAV file, so that is about what? Less than 1/20th the size. And this is about 1/4 the size, just a bit over 1/4 the WAV file. So it's almost 10 times as much as the MP3, but much less than the Audacity file. Either of these files should be playable on any computer, whether it has Audacity installed or not. They're smaller files too. And for what it's worth, when I'm teaching a class, any of these three sound formats is totally fine to submit simple recordings. Okay. So that should be enough to get you started installing Audacity, if that's an option for you, making your recording, saving it in whatever format you want, and then sending it on to whoever needs it. All right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.